Hello, hello. Hope you guys are having an amazing, thriving Thursday. Let's hope that my internet, we're going to put really good, lovely, good thoughts and prayers and all that stuff, that my internet continues to stay really amazing and thriving, right? I just found this an amazing challenge living where we live. Just how interesting my internet can sometimes go in and out. So lots of fun though. Always great to be able to learn, right, through everything. But let's dive in today because I am here during your lunchtime, and I thank you so very much for always tuning in and spending time with me during your lunches, loving to be able to learn at lunchtime, right? So those of you who don't know me, who are just coming here for the first time, I am Kelly Frick. I'm a health and wellness coach. I'm here to be able to help bring hope and healing for your whole health, one drop at a time. So let's dive into thyroid. And hey, I see a comment. Awesome. Lots of likes and hearts, and make sure that we share. Hello, Jennifer. So glad that you are here. So today we're going to dive into general thyroid health, all right? And throughout the month, I will dig a little bit deeper into thyroid, but let's just kind of look at the over broad picture first about thyroid. I also want to make sure and remind us all that I'm not a doctor. I'm here to bring you information that is documented, that is general, as well as my personal experiences, and to always consult a doctor whenever you want to really dig into the depths of your health, to get to the root of your health. That you want to be able to find a doctor that you trust that's going to really, approach your health in a holistic, functional way, right? And this can be a doctor that is that marries Eastern and Western medicine. That's a really great way to be able to see the benefits of both, right? So diving into thyroid. Hi Brian, so glad that you're here. Send some likes and hearts and share. Anybody who you think really would love to be able to hear and learn more about thyroid health. So our thyroid, it's this beautiful butterfly gland that sits on our throat, right? And it is truly the master control center of our metabolism. So it's what helps the function of every cell in our body. So when our thyroid is off, then lots of things can be off. So how do you know if things are off, right? There are over 300 signs and symptoms that you can read over from several different sites. Oh my goodness, I could spend 30 minutes just reading off all the signs and symptoms, right? But one of my favorite sites that have it is hypothyroidmoms.com, and I'll make sure and post that in the comments. All of the different links that I talk about, all the different resources that I talk about today, I'll make sure and post that down below in the comments so that you guys have that for resources. So I got this little piece of hair that's bothering me. So let's talk about, instead of focusing on the negatives, what are some of the symptoms, let's look at what your body and spirit could be telling you if you're experiencing some of these symptoms, all right? Because it's not always bad. It's our body, asking us to take care of it, right? So some of the symptoms, fatigue and sleep, all right? Are you giving yourself enough rest, true rest? Are you asking, so your body might be saying, you're asking me to do more than I was created to be, more than I was created to do. So really reflecting on what all is in your schedule, what all is in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, that could be causing the fatigue and the sleep that is then disrupting the cells in the thyroid to disrupt your sleep. Some of the symptoms and signs that are listed that are common are depression, memory loss, focus. All right, so you've forgotten how to have fun. You're not pausing during the day to say, let's go play. Play can mean going for a walk. It could mean a bubble bath. It can mean laughing, drawing, petting your animals. There's some amazing science about how animals put off different hormones within us that creates this relaxation that helps relieve stress, that helps relieve depression, helps do all these different things. And when we're decreasing that inflammation, we're helping our focus. And then, some other symptoms like constipation, puffy face and eyes, weight gain. So what your body might be saying is, what am I holding on to that I need to emotionally address or spiritually address? What am I holding on to that I need to let go of? Is there fear? Is there hurt? Is there anger? Is there sadness? Is there pain? So these all could be, when we're holding on to stuff, think about water retention. We're holding on to water, right? And it's causing puffiness. It's causing aches and pains and stuff like that. So it's the same thing. These emotions and these different things that we could be holding on to are going to create physical ramifications. That's then going to create, greater physical, ramifications. So again, the list can go on. I could really dissect each one of these symptoms and show you the physical and emotional link. One of my other really great resources that I love is St. Hildegard, how she has many different resources, and she talks about how our body and spirit health is connected. So I will make sure and share a link on that as well down below. So let's get back to our thyroid though, of whether we are wanting to boost and maintain a good healthy thyroid support, or if we're wanting to improve it because we already know that we are struggling with a thyroid condition. So here are some things that you can do to support it. Number one, reduce inflammation. So inflammation is like a domino effect. When we have inflammation in one area of our body, then our body starts working really hard to repair that inflammation and to address that inflammation. So then other parts of our body end up getting neglected and they're not being protected. So the amazing thing is that whenever I get to do one-on-ones and I teach about the top 10 oils, or talk about the top 10 oils of doTERRA, many don't realize that 6 of the top 10 oils are specifically anti-inflammatory, and 5 of them boost our immune system to help prevent inflammation. So that's super cool. That's really exciting. What else can you do to help support your thyroid and to boost your thyroid's health? You can eat nutritionally dense food. Lots of greens, deep color foods, deep color vegetables and fruits. These help with fighting off oxidative stress and inflammation. These usually are a way that you're going to be able to ensure that you're getting your selenium and the proper form of iodine, because these are 2 trace minerals that are really crucial for our thyroid health. And the link that I'm going to share below is going to be from Dr. Axe. He has lots of really great resources to learn more about selenium and iodine for our health. As well as there's lots of other resources that are fabulous, but I really like the ease of Dr. Axe's reading and stuff like that and his postings. Then another thing that you can do to help with your thyroid health is gut health. When our gut isn't healthy, our body isn't healthy. It's said that our gut is our other brain, and this is so true. When we are supporting our gut with things like apple cider vinegar, lemon water, probiotics, fermented foods, these are all so important because they help make sure that your gut is able to do its job, to be able to feed our thyroid properly so that our thyroid can then feed our cells properly. And then the last thing that I want to talk about with our thyroid, which really and truly is kind of like the number one thing, is stress. Stress impacts and worsens inflammation. So if we really want to prevent inflammation from taking place, we need to think about how to reduce and minimize. So things like cortisol. When our cortisol raises, stress causes our cortisol to raise, and this creates inflammation and a disconnect in our body. And this stress also interferes with how our body talks to our thyroid. So in return, our symptoms get worse. Symptoms like low energy, poor mood, low concentration, disturbed appetite, weight gain, restless sleep, all these different things. So what is stress? Each of us absorbs stress differently. So only you know if your stress is causing havoc in your body. So again, think about those symptoms. Looking at the symptoms that I just, listed off and thinking about those systems and really examining them will help you determine if you're under stress and if you're ignoring it. Because sometimes we ignore stress, especially if you've had trauma in your life and in your body. Our body kind of gets used to reacting that way. And so a really cool, interesting study with heart math is talking about how our body gets used to that stress and it registers it as normal. But when we start really mapping out our heart, we're able to see that, oh no, that's not normal. But we think it's normal. So again, it's that whole mind, body, soul, spirit connection of really being in tune to what is true stress for our body, and that our body needs to be able to, that we need to do to be able to help it and support it so that we're not having the inflammation. So some stressors that you may not think about is a loss in the family, or just a loss of anything. Moving is a loss. A friend, a disconnect with a friend can be a loss. Obviously losing a family member, a friend, trauma, pain, struggles, so many things. And even exercise can be stress to the body. It is, for a really, really healthy body, exercise is a good stress. But if your body's already under stress from environment, from emotions, from so many different things, then adding extra exercise rather than just going for a walk, doing light weightlifting, that's adding negative stress to your body. So as I mentioned, walking, so things to be able to reduce stress, some really simple things like meditation, things like practicing soft stretching in like Pilates, to be able to have that mindful reflection, and just stopping and calming and doing slow breathing. Going for walks, being a part, not just walks on your mini trampoline or in the gym, but outside in the fresh air. And you say, well, I'm not near a park, or my street, my neighborhood is really busy. Go in your backyard, walk back and forth, just get in the fresh air, put a mini trampoline out there and get the fresh air that way. There's so many creative ways to, start a walking club just up and down your block with your neighbors. Get that fresh air to be able to de-stress your body. And some oils that are really... Okay, I got us back. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness, I turned off my Wi-Fi. I'm hoping that you guys are all still there and all is good. So finishing up with stress. So walking helps reduce, doing things like Pilates, stretching, things like that. Some oils that are really supportive for stress is lavender, breathe, and frankincense. They just really help relieve that stress and support us with stress. And those are all also in the top 10 oils, which is super cool, right? Our arsenal of great support. So I will make sure and include in the comments 3 to 4 of the links and resources that I talked about a little bit, to help you continue to uncover your thyroid health, to be able to dig a little bit deeper, to help you ensure that you're supporting your thyroid to be able to thrive and not just survive. And one last thing I want to be able to reflect on is that Eastern medicine teaches and has some amazing documentation about how our thyroid is connected to our voice, all right? So things like speaking up for oneself, speaking the truth. Now, not just any truth, though. We're not talking about relativism. We're talking about that gut spirit truth that God puts within us to know right from wrong, right? To know how to care for us in a way that is honoring to Him, because we are respecting our temple, the temple that He created within us. So what I've seen and read and experienced myself is that the more we speak our truth and light in a very healthy way, we're able to have a really healthy thyroid. And so if you haven't spoken up and out when you should have, You could be affecting your thyroid. When you've spoken in anger, you could be affecting your thyroid. When you have not spoken truth about you're putting your thyroid at risk. You know, and you think, well, how is that possible? Because we're going to hold on to it in our bodies. All right, the emotions and stuff we're going to hold into our bodies, which then is going to manifest physically, and it's going to affect different parts of our body, whether we realize it or not. So today, as I end, I want us to think about all that I talked about here. I want you to comment below anything that resonated with you most, whether it's here now live or a little bit later. Comment below what resonated with you so that we can continue to have some really great conversations and connecting about this. I would love to be able to hear your insights, your thoughts, your struggles. And the only way any of us are going to truly find hope and healing with our health is connecting, being part of community, being in communion with each other as we learn and as we love together. So again, you know, even if you're catching this later on as replayed, later this evening, tomorrow, a week from now, please, you know, share, comment, and pass it on. Do lots of hearts and thumbs up, because, you know, it allows us to be able to encourage each other, right? And then finally, if you want to learn more about the top 10 oils that I referenced and talked about a little bit, and to know a little bit more about all of them and how they can support your thyroid, you know, with stress and with inflammation and just anything about your thyroid, comment below thyroid 10, and I'll make sure and message with you and comment and connect and everything. And also I'll be able to help you figure out how to be able to get $50 worth of free oils this month only. All right, so have a beautiful and blessed, amazing day, and take care, and I look forward to sharing with you more soon. All right, take care and God bless.